Oh my god, guys, what the hell has just happened? This morning, I wake up and the craziest thing shows up on my feed.
Kaveh's birthday. I can't believe it. It's his birthday once again. 3 hours ago, they finally posted about his birthday. But then, what? What do you mean? What do you mean? Just same minute. You're just like, happy birthday, Kaveh. Anyway, here's the two characters that you've probably been looking forward to the most out of everything. You just show their face out of nowhere. I don't know. It's surreal. No, I feel like I'm in a fever dream. It feels fake. Is this the official 5.5 mil? The I is definitely an I. It's not an L. Genshin Impact. I don't understand. Apparently there's a video as well. So let's just watch it if it will let me. this fucking original startup screen from 100 years ago. 8 minutes. Why? How? Interlude teaser. I thought we were already teased. Okay, well, listen, I've barely ever watched one of these, and people always tell me I should watch them. Surely this one I have to watch. Oh my god. I can't believe this is happening. You know what's funniest? I haven't seen the trailer yet, but back when we started playing Genshin, we always mentioned anything square looking was the unknown god. All the time we mention this. But I don't know. This is obviously, maybe it's very far-fetched. Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Rednas July Day 9. Yesterday was a bit late, but today is really easy because Genshin just dropped the craziest thing ever, and I never react to these, but today I think I should, and I almost have to. Legally, I have to, because this is crazy. They just, out of nowhere, they just showed two of the most, anticipated characters. I didn't even expect them to ever have a face, I'm not gonna lie. But now they're here suddenly, and alright, let's just watch. I don't know what to expect from these at all either, you know? That's our big Mondstadt tree. I like the art style. It's so different. Am I really watching Genshin right now?
This world has always been so. Life abides no reason, for none are born by their own consent.
Sure. That's true for any world.
Death abides no reason.
Bro.
For it cannot be
Bro.
defied, even by those who see it coming. Time abides no reason.
This is
For
crazy.
it deprives us all equally, yet brooks not a second to be reclaimed.
All the shades.
Space
Hey.
abides no reason.
That's the one. She's honestly the sickest yet for me because of the intro. Hello, lady?
The ruler of space,
Oh my god.
the golden-haired twin traveler,
What the hell?
and mercilessly tore them apart.
Well, yeah. Oh my god. No. This shit is creepy. She just actually burned in hell, by the way. No. Oh, well, you're gone too then. This is nuts.
No, this looks more like Rhine-daughter's doing. Please don't litter other people's spaces with your bizarre creations.
Really?
Unsurprisingly, all life here has been rendered unstable, tainted by the ruler of space. I have seen enough to know that repeating this experiment would be fruitless.
No way.
You seem to wield my power as if it were nothing but a plaything for your amusement. Although merging with
What?
you has stripped
Oh,
me of agency,
right.
I shall
Right.
still continue to voice my disapproval. My dear Rhine-daughter.
Right. She ate
You
her,
have my
is how it was
respect,
said, right?
Tiberius. Your nagging is one of the only things that can get under my skin.
What the fuck? Oh.
And you, Istaroth, why did you bestow history upon them?
Bestow
I
history.
had to find some way to pass the time, did I not? After
The
all,
Time Lord got bored of time.
it's clear that Asmodee is not here.
Well, perhaps you could share your input a little earlier next time.
Who's that again?
But you're right. There's
Is
no
it the name of the
choice
fourth
but to stay
shade?
Here. Where has she gone? Anyway, it's time I put this space out of its misery.
I don't understand. They seem kind, you know? Everything's so dark and red and cubes. And the stairway in space.
These meetings are just a formality. Does it really matter that only 3 of us are here?
I, for one, think that we should find her. Since the heavenly principles cast us as shades, not one of us has ever missed a meeting.
Oh.
What if she just switched sides?
Nah. What?
Finding her would do more harm than good.
Now there's an interesting idea.
Switched sides.
Better than being devoured.
Just switched sides? You make it sound like such a trivial affair. We are shades, shadows of the heavenly principles. It's unthinkable. Unless she loves her new master more than her own self.
Renova, do you know that you're being watched?
By whom? Whose gaze could pierce this far?
Oh. Oh my god.
I remember those
Oh my
eyes.
god. Pierrot,
It was
right?
just before I placed the curse of immortality.
For real, for real? Yo, he is sick. He is sick. There's his little stars as always. He's just standing there. He's just face tanking it.
Ah, yes. He's an old acquaintance of mine. I'm sure that working for the Tsaritsa has helped him let go of his past obsessions.
No. No, it hasn't.
The
Was-
Cryo Archon.
Oh.
With her paltry powers, she dares set her gaze on the heavenly principles.
She's kind of a beast.
The heavenly principles have yet to awaken. If I were her, I wouldn't pass on that opportunity either.
Surely that means that the Tsaritsa
My
will be
dear
friends with the
Ryan
Abyss Twin.
daughter, you know, I cannot allow you to think that way.
It was purely hypothetical, Nibirius.
For lack of a direct order, I say it's time we intervened. Of course, to the extent permitted by the rules.
Permitted by the rules. It's so silly. It's so silly always. Look at this place. This is khaenri'ah. Look at how futuristic it is. Or it's like steampunky, maybe.
Gods has always been considered a blessing.
Look at this.
Hence the origin and meaning of visions.
Right.
People have always yearned for the gaze of the gods. And yet, it is said that when mortals look directly upon the gods, they invite their wrath and retribution. And what of it? Lives
What
will
of
be
it?
lost. A nation brought to ruin.
This looks nice.
So be it. It is nothing
Look at this place.
I have not endured before. I already know the price of gazing upon the gods.
Haha.
So tell me, what is the price of killing a god? The god stays silent.
This guy's such a
as
beast,
if
bro.
the thought had never once crossed his mind. To all those who dare not look up to the heavens, Her Majesty the Tsaritsa says this.
Do we see her?
Behold,
Aw.
even the gods have their limits.
Yo, what the hell? What the hell? But wait, there's even more. Oh, I thought this was the cryo something chamber.
Inspection
Cryostasis.
over. Return to your posts.
Make sure the Frost Moon Scions don't
Look at
pose a threat.
this! The Frost Moon
Per the
Scions.
Pale Star Edict,
Oh.
we are to retrieve the damselette from Nod Cry.
Oh.
Whatever it takes.
Oh, dude, and it's in the flower field as well, but why is she like glitching out? Nah. Listen. Yeah, I understand. A million people are like, everyone's waking up now. Everyone's waking up and watching this. Dude, this is ridiculous. The amount of stuff that you have to go through here to fully understand it. I assume you lore fanatics are actually snacking on this. There's so much to go over. I assume anyway. It's funny though, I just talked yesterday about how me as a normie, I'm still really excited about all of this, right? But I don't understand it on the same level as you guys do. I'm sure there's like some insane consequences. I love seeing the fat comments you guys post. So hopefully you got me with one of those again today. That'd be huge. I want to rewatch it, see some details that maybe missed. Honestly, what I'm really excited about, and you guys might laugh at me for this, but it's looking at these I guess prototype. It's not really prototype, but like pictures. But what's crazy to me, they sounded so nice. They didn't sound like they straight up had planned evil, although, okay, maybe a little bit. Switching sides though, to whose side? That one I'm not sure about, because see, I'm missing a little bit. God, I can't believe they just showed the shades. Like, it feels so random, no? Why now? I don't get it. I don't get it. It's insane. She is honestly the coolest, in my opinion. Runova, I don't know. I'm not really sold on Runova. She looks cool, and her eyeballs thing is cool, but I don't know. I'm not really like that much into her design. She's really sick, and obviously having been eaten by Reindotter, was just crazy. And so I didn't understand what the implications really meant. Being eaten, I thought maybe she wouldn't exist anymore, but she's just there and hanging out with the other shades, which is crazy. I maybe that was already implied before. I don't know. Okay, well, guys, there's my reaction. I hope you liked it. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna rewatch it, see if I can add some more comments, because this is like mad emotional, you know, because we've been looking forward to this for so long. Yeah, I can't wait to see people that know a bit more about it talk about it. All right. Let me rewatch it, and then I'll see what I find. But first of all, I find it so funny that since I started watching this, there are 6,000 people have been here. This is probably the craziest thing they could have dropped, I feel. I just thought maybe it's smart to read some of these comments. What I also find very interesting is that a lot of these have replies from people that are total lore normies, and I think it's very funny. Thank you. Damn, thank you. I needed this because I don't understand it. Thanks, I didn't understand. Thanks for their help. Thanks for the recap. Goated as a story skipper. Wait, why are you watching this? Thanks a bunch, helped a lot, for real. Where do people get this lore from? I don't remember being mentioned in Archon Quest. It's in books, buddy. See, I feel like this comment is mostly just theorizing and stuff we already kind of knew, but I thought this comment was pretty interesting. So I don't know if this recap is accurate or not, but let's just read through it and then you guys can tell me if this person was right or not. This is also cool. Venti and Istroth have the same voice actor. They definitely thought of that before. Here's the recap. Long before the traveler ever set foot in Tevat, the Heavenly Principles answered the coming of the first throne by casting 4 great shadows of itself. Among them were Nabirius, who shaped animals, plants, and humankind, Isroth, the undying thousand winds who governed time's flow, and Asmodee, the stern sustainer who would later bar the skies. Runova, whose name survives only in a whispered curse, completed this hidden pantheon. After 40 years of war, the 7 sovereigns were defeated, and newborn nations bowed to the principles. So the 7 sovereigns were the original dragons, right, that ruled Tevat. Nabirius and Isroth helped stitch the new world together. Nabirius nurturing life, Isroth letting stories take root, brought by the wind and cultivated by time, yet their work was far from peaceful. They marched again in the great war of vengeance against ancient dragons and a wandering voyager, shaking the very crust of the earth, or whatever planet this is, and sinking Enkonomia beneath the sea. Even so, Istroth alone continues to answer the pleas of that lightless realm, her Sento ceremony in the Bokuso box, classic Bokuso box moment, keeping its abyssal darkness at bay. Centuries drew on. In distant Khaenri'ah, the royal mage Pirot failed to halt his sage's attempt to tear aside the veil of sin. Divine wrath followed. As Celestia rained crimson cubes upon the land, Runova descended and marked Pirot and other pure-blooded Khaenri'ahns with immortal agony. Pirot's bitterness hardened. He would leave his ruined homeland, pledge himself to the Cryo Archon, and forge the Fatui, recruiting brilliant but broken souls, Dottore, Scaramouche, La Signora, to wager a quieter war against the world's design. I think this is really like well put. I think the way they wrote it is really nice. Meanwhile, Nabirius' own fate was sealed deep underground. The alchemist Reindotter unearthed the heart of Nibirius alongside her finest creation, Albedo. Hungry for greater power, she consumed that heart and fused with a shade, vanishing and leaving Albedo to seek the truth and meaning of this world. Sometime before the cataclysm, Asmodee herself appeared in the sky before Teyvat, denouncing the Traveler Twins' attempted journey as an arrogation of mankind, shattered the heavens into swarms of dark red cubes, and sealed each twin away. The brother, or sister, awakened first, and bereft of faith in the order Asmodee upheld, became the leader of the Abyss Order. The other only awoke 500 years later in our present day, power-shackled, searching. This was kind of what we saw in the last Archon quest, right? With Dane. Thus, the first breath of creation to the lingering embers of rebellion, the threads of Nibirius' life-giving art, Istroth's winding time, Runova's bitter curse, Pierrot's clandestine vengeance, and Asmodee's iron law weave a single tapestry, the struggle over who may decide Teyvat's fate, the Shades, Kings, or determined travelers who challenge them all. Okay, interesting. In every language, Venti shares the same VA as Istroth. And the first time we meet him, he said we meet again. It's kind of cool. I like watching these comments. I think this is more fun to watch. Unless she loves her new master more than herself. Paimon! Oh yeah, true. I was gonna say, but the thing is, I thought, honestly, out of all these girls, the one that looks the most like Paimon is her. I think she has the least interesting design so far for me. Out of all the other ones. I think these two other girls look insanely cool. So I'm rewatching this, right? As I'm editing it, I'm adding things as I'm doing that. So this lady is like telling our tale, and then you see the tree getting absolutely blasted, right? Does this mean that, because it gets mentioned, right? Oh yeah, I've seen this play out 1,000,000 times. It won't be any different this time around. It wasn't said literally like that. See, I've seen it enough to know this experiment would be fruitless. That's the one. Does that mean that this lady is recounting the tale that has already happened 1,000,000 times and is probably going to happen another 1,000,000 times until we like break the cycle? Or am I reading too much into just one line that may be meaningless? And someone pointed it out. Look at these wings. They have these eyeballs in it as well. Someone said it looks like the statue in Inazuma. So I looked at it as well. How did I never notice there's straight up eyeballs in the wings? Why does it look so different? What foreshadowing? You think they hired people to like spread these little rumors always? Maybe just because of visions. Maybe that was enough of an explanation for most people. Nation of Eternity, looking at the statue. I don't know. Now that, see, in this, they are right. I don't know about the Oculus thing, but this shape right here is definitely, isn't that her eyes? Not really. Hers are more like little flowers, and this is more like a atom almost, you know? Anyway, nice try. Nice try, Redditor. So this granny just sits here and burns in hell real quick. But then you have a little bird and kills it, and it becomes some like squishy, disgusting schmuck, and then leaves. But then this girl says, please don't litter other people's spaces with your bizarre creations. So this is talking to... Damn it. What is her creation? The granny? The whole scenery, the tree getting zapped, the birds, what is the creation here? So what I think here, because I'm not sure, right, switching sides where to, when she says better than being devoured, it would mean when you get devoured, you kind of are forced to side with that side, right? Does that make sense? Maybe I'm completely tripping. I don't know. This part.
She loves her new master more than her own self.
Her new master. That's why Paimon was kind of a funny meme. Paimon's the only one that kind of seems to behave like, you know, we're her master the entire time. Is there another master dynamic somewhere? Skirk. Skirk has a master. I don't know. Other than that, I don't know. Okay, well, that's that for now. I hope you like this, and a nice and easy video for me to do today, and then I can work a little bit more on tomorrow's video, which should be fun. All right, lots of love. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.